Yes. Awesome. Okay, so pretty much today we're just going to talk all things posting. And I want to kind of dive into, the why, the how often, things like that. And I kind of want to just break it all down, like what to post, how to post, all of the details. So really starting just with why we post. The main reason why is because it's the face of your business. And so, this is how people know that you're open. And if we're not posting, then people don't know what we're doing. They don't know that we're offering an opportunity, and they don't know about the products that we have. So yeah, it really is your open sign. And that's why it's so key to be consistent with posting. And we all have our days, myself included, where we forget, things come up, things happen, and that's okay. This business is gracious in that way that you can pick yourself back up tomorrow and try again and try harder. So if you've had moments where you haven't posted every day, let that go and try to do it better in the future. That's what I always do in my business anyway. The other thing I was going to say is there's two things that kind of go hand in hand, and you can't have one without the other. And what it is posting and messaging. So you can't have just posting and you can't have just messaging. You've really got to have both. And the reason why, and just to preface this, I am going to be going over talking about messaging in the next training that we do. So the next Zoom that we do will be about messaging. But the reason why you have to do both of them is because if all you're doing is posting, people are not going to always come to you. Sometimes they will, and that's amazing. Sometimes people will comment. Sometimes people will message you and say, hey, I saw, share more about your story with this business. I'm wanting more info. That'll happen sometimes, but it's not super often that happens. So you can't have just posting. And the reason you can't have just messaging is because if you're only messaging people, telling them about this opportunity, telling them about the products, and then they go and they're like, who is this person? And they go look at your page, either on Instagram or Facebook, and you don't have a story up, you don't have, maybe your last post was like 3 weeks ago, they're going to be like, is this a robot? Like, is this even a real person messaging me? So it's really key to do both. They really do go hand in hand. And then the other thing I was going to say is just consistency is so, so important with posting, you guys. Like, people are watching you. I watched my enroller for like 3 months. And I don't know if you realize this, but when you go on Facebook and you go to search, the most searched thing pops up, or the most searched person, group, whatever it is that you search a lot pops up. And for me, it was always my enroller popping up every time I clicked that, because I would go out of my way to go look at her page every day and creep on her and see, what did she talk about today? And then I would honestly think, has she quit yet? Like, I wonder if she quit, because I was that person who was so negative and thought it's too good to be true. She's going to quit eventually. Like, I'm going to watch her quit. And she didn't and still hasn't. And it's like just crazy to think that there are probably people out there who are doing that to your profile too. They're watching, maybe they're hating a little bit, but they can't help but they can't look away. They're still coming to your page and they're still watching. And so that's why consistency is so important, because you never know, the day that, let's say you miss a whole week of posting. Maybe that person comes to your page and they see that you haven't posted anything in a week and they're like, oh, I guess they quit. Like, that's why it's so important. You never know who's watching your journey. And it just really shows people that you're serious about your business. So many people start opportunities like this and they get started, they order their kit, and then it's like crickets and nothing ever happens. And I think it takes time for people to build trust with you, to know that you're reliable. You're a reliable distributor to order from, and someone that they can trust. So posting consistently definitely builds that trust and shows your audience that you're serious about what you're doing. And then, okay, aside from the whole why we post, I also wanted to just talk about, if you're brand new and you're watching this and you're like, okay, that's great and all, but like, I don't even know where to start. Like, I don't know what the heck to do. I don't know what to say. I don't have a story yet. I haven't tried any of these products. I don't even know how much anything is. And it's just this like snowball of like panic that can happen. And so with that being said, if you're brand new and you're watching this, your enroller should give you your first post. And I'm not going to get into host to post and all that. That'll be a whole different video, but it'll either be a host to post or it'll be a post about a product or about you starting your journey or something like that. And if your enroller hasn't helped you with your first post, then reach out to me, and I can help you with that just to get started and help you, you know, jump in and get started with posting right away, because you know, there's no perfect post. It really just has to be something that you jump in and get started with. And then I know for a lot of people, you know, posting isn't something that maybe you did before this business. Maybe you were more of a lurker like I was. I used to just scroll and scroll and scroll. The only time I would post something is if it were like a, you know, something special, like a special event or something. Otherwise, I just scrolled and watched everybody else. And so, you know, getting in the swing of posting, it might take some time and it might take some pre-planning, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But just know that in time, it's going to become natural and it's going to become habit. It's going to be like when you wake up and brush your teeth, it's going to be the same thing. It's just going to feel like a habit and like it's just part of your day. So don't get discouraged if you're like, oh, I don't know what to do. So your enroller should give you your first post. And then I kind of want to just get right into it about what it is you should be posting and how you should be branding yourself, because that is so huge in this business. So I guess we can just talk about that for a little bit. So branding yourself sounds so strange. And I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, what does that mean? So I've talked about it before a little bit, but essentially branding yourself is picking, you know, 5 to 10 things about you. 10's a little much, maybe 5 to 7 things about you that you love, that make you who you are, that make Jenny Jenny, and that make Kenzie Kenzie. And that's your brand. And your brand is what people buy. It's what people come to trust and love and eventually order from and join their team and things like that. So people don't care about why keto coffee works and all the ingredients in it and what it's going to do and how much it is or anything like that. People only care about you and your story, and they care about what the coffee is doing for you. So you really have to kind of have a shift in your mindset when it comes to posting. It's never about getting someone to order from you or to join your team. All we're responsible for is offering information and offering a look inside like our life and our journey and what we're all about, like what it is that we love. And so right now, for just like 2 minutes, just take a couple of minutes and think about 5 things that make you you. And it could literally be anything. Maybe you're a mom, maybe you're a single mom, maybe you're a dog mom, maybe you love hunting, maybe you love coffee, maybe you, literally anything that makes you you. Just take a couple of minutes and think about that, and just write them down on a piece of paper, or you can put it in your phone. And I wasn't gonna put on music, but I think I'm just gonna let you guys maybe just write down 5 things and you can come back to it later. Just brainstorm ideas and things like that. But the reason why I want you to do that is because those are the things that you should be sharing about on your social media. And so really this business is just sprinkled into that. I wrote it down somewhere. Here it is. Yeah. So your profile on both Instagram and Facebook should be 80% your life and 20% it works. So if you can think of it like that, and I don't mean, and that, I guess what I'm trying to say is that's for each individual post. So like, instead of the post saying, here's It Works Keto Coffee. Here are all the ingredients, and here's what it does, and here's why you need it. It is this much, and here's how you get like an ad, essentially, like a spammy ad. There's a big difference between that and then what you should do, which is, here's just an example, like, oh my gosh, like it's gonna be such a crazy day, mom life. I have so many errands to run. Thank goodness I have my keto coffee to give me better mental focus and suppressed hunger so that I can just kill it today and reach all of my goals and get all my errands done. There is such a huge difference between those two things. So I hope that makes sense. And you can kind of implement that in your posts. I wanted to show you guys, I'm going to screen share for just a second, what not to do. So here is the perfect example. If you go to Google and search It Works and click on images, you do not want anything like this, okay? And some of these that I'm seeing are okay, like randomly. Actually, well, yeah, that's decent. But the reason why this isn't okay is because it's too overwhelming. There's too many words. It's just black, green, and bling in your face. And this is what we don't want. And what we do want, if I can get my computer to cooperate, if you go to Pinterest and search It Works, they have their very own page. And everything in here is great. There's nice quality pictures, like, look at the difference between, like, let's say you're going to make a post about the wraps. Let's see. So let's say you're going to make a post about the wraps. Here's a picture that's much better. So here's this compared to this. You're still talking about the wrap, but this picture is blurry. This picture is way too many words. It's overwhelming. It's outdated. And it's just not cute. So remember, we're trying to attract people with the photos and things that we're sharing and the content we're sharing. So something like this is so much better. It's much more simple. And then the other thing I was going to show you guys, just an example for Instagram, because this is something, again, I say this all the time, like, it is okay if you've been posting those pictures that I just showed you, because we've all done it. Like, seriously, we have all done it. I scroll back to the bottom of my Instagram feed and I cringe a little bit because of the things I used to post, but I didn't know. And I would, a million times over, rather have somebody be ignorant on fire and posting all the wrong things than have someone literally do nothing at all. So just had to throw that out there. I wanted to show you two examples of Instagrams of what to do and what not to do. So this is no hate to Samantha Rose. I don't know who this girl is, but here's one page. So let's first talk about her bio. It says, entrepreneur looking to make people healthier and wealthier. Okay, that seems great, and it's not necessarily bad, but as somebody coming to her page, they're probably going to think, oh, she's going to try selling me something. And then we get to the pictures and it's just all It Works, everything. One after another, after another, after another. So there's a big difference between this and then also having It Works in your name. You don't want that either. And then here's a better example, which is Jade. And okay, I had to pick her because I don't know about you guys. If you go and follow other top leaders, a lot of times you can get stuck comparing yourself and think, oh my gosh, they're so pretty, they're so perfect, they're so this, they're so that. I love Jade because she is as real as they come. She's a mom. She's like, you know, just not like this ridiculous, like, you know, cover model or something. She's gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but you know what I mean. So I just wanted to show you kind of what you do want your profile to look like. If you were someone coming to her profile, you would see her name. You would see the things that she brands herself with. Okay, I see Disney. Oops. Oh, I can't type. Okay, I see Disney, self-love. That's cool. She does have multimillionaire. This is fair because she's like a top income earner. She has earned her right to have something about the business in her bio. Helping women discover their higher self. That's so awesome. Like, if I saw this, I would want to follow her. And then you go look at the pictures and it's her kids and her family and just real life. Like, look at this picture, just real life, you guys, like her kid, just a mess. Like, I love it. You wouldn't look at this and think this woman is going to try to sell me something. You wouldn't think that. So that's really what we want to shoot for when you're posting on Instagram and Facebook too. That goes for Facebook as well. So enough rambling on about what to post and what not to post. I just wanted to throw that out there for anyone who's new that may be watching this. Good quality photos, you cannot go wrong. Taking, I guess my biggest tips for getting good quality photos is making sure that the lighting is really, really good. Outside is best, or get next to a window, because if it's too dark, you're not going to really be able to do much. You can sometimes, but you're not going to be able to do much to like bring it back to life. So keeping it bright, keeping it light, and really crisp. I'm going to share some apps that I use a little bit later on. But good quality photos is so important because, again, this is network marketing. We're networking. We're trying to show our best selves. We want to catch people's eye, and we want people to feel connected to our story. So good pictures is really important for that. But yeah, I wanted to just go over like the different types of posts that we should be putting out. There's basically 2 specific categories when it comes to it works. And then there's like a third thing that I'll talk about in a second. But the first is lifestyle. And this is about the opportunity. So this is about joining my team or, getting started with this business. So kind of talking about what it's done for you. One thing I tell people who are brand new is you want to talk about what it's going to do for you. So talk about like, I'm going for my Ruby promotion and here's what that extra average income of $500 will do for us. And then talk about that. And then past, present, future. Yeah, so this is really amazing. And it just, you want people to connect to the things that you're talking about. So one thing when you're doing a lifestyle post or opportunity post is think past, present, future. So even if you're brand new, this can work. So I'll just think of an example. If you're brand new, maybe you could say, I remember when I was skeptical, blah, 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 blah. Here's the reasons why I didn't want to join this business. And then present could be the next little paragraph, like brief little thing could be, but what I come to realize is this is a great opportunity, blah, 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 blah. And then future, I cannot wait to achieve this, 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 and this because of this business. So you really want to, get as vulnerable as you guys want. I'm not going to ask you to tell your whole life story in your post, but people connect to real. And you were put on this earth for a reason. There's absolutely nobody in this world who can be you. And that is your biggest superpower. So start leaning into that and start being so unapologetically yourself, because people are going to connect to it and like want to just join you and be with you. People, again, don't care about, all the details of our products. They care about you and your story. So then the other kind of posts, which is going to sound totally contradicted that I just said about the products, but the other types of posts are posting about products. And what I've come to find recently is that utilizing the stories is so amazing, you guys. When I started this business, there weren't any stories. I don't know how I did my business without stories. Like, it's crazy to me. So polls are so amazing. And I'm going to go over apps in a minute, but one of the cool things on on stories is you can have polls and you can have like call to action, like swipe up and type this, react to my poll, slide this little heart emoji if you want info. Like, you can get creative with it. That's the fun part of it too. One thing with the polls, just to throw this out there if you're new, always use 2 positive options. So you never want to just put yes and no, because then you're going to have those snarky people, negative naysayers, going out of their way to type no just to rain on your parade and make you feel bad. Don't do that. Don't even give people the option to reject you. Put 2 options that are positive. So maybe like, I'm in, or what's the discount? Even if you put like, yes, send me info, or maybe, just 2 positive options for the poll, I would say, is really, really key. So when it comes to posting about products on your feed, both on Instagram and Facebook, again, keep in mind the, pictures of what not to post and what to post. Go to Pinterest and search the It Works page on Pinterest. Go to their page and find a picture in there to post on your feed. Or make sure you have your auto shipment set up and take pictures of yourself holding the products. Film yourself making the coffee on your story. Like, people want to see you using it. I have never heard of somebody getting in a plane where they don't know where they're going, where the pilot doesn't know where they're going. Like, who does that? So who's going to buy from you if they don't see you using it? So make sure you're using the products and showing people and being loud and proud about it too. So lifestyle products. And then the third way to post, and this is so important, you guys, is non-It Works posts. Okay, so you do not want every single post to be about this business or about the opportunity, the products. You want to have posts that are just, maybe a quote, maybe a funny meme, maybe like, whatever, a picture of your family. And you can still sprinkle in something about It Works very subtly. But what I'm saying is, you don't want product, business. You want it to really be sprinkled in, like, casually. Just keep in mind those 5 to 7, 8-ish things that make you you, and make sure you're posting about those things, because that's why, those things should be in your bio, and that's why people accept your friend request. So if, in your bio you have the things that brand yourself, like dog mom, love coffee, love adventure, what else? I don't know, all the things, and then you accept their friend request, or you accept theirs, and all they see is ads, they're probably going to unfriend you because you were not true to what your bio said. So make sure that you're just really keeping it personable, and make sure it's you, because again, you are the only you that will ever be, so be that. What did I write down? Oh, okay, so this was helpful to me when I first started. It's the F's of posting. So it's friends, family, fun, freedom, food, face, so like selfies. What else? Friendships, I might have said that already, but the F's of posting, that's what those are. So if you're like, when in doubt, think of those and post about that stuff. And then the other thing I was going to say is, people join this business and order these products because of how your posts made them feel. I'm going to just say that again because I feel like I messed it up. People join this business and order the products because of how you make them feel in your posts or in how you talk to them in messages. So always lead with feeling instead of, I got to make sure they know all the info. Nobody cares how many, whatever, unless they ask it in the message. But generally speaking, people don't care about all the details. So what else? How often? So how often should you be posting? The big question that everybody has. So I would say, also, I say a lot. It's just how it is. Sorry, guys. Get used to it. I'm not perfect, and I never will be. Okay, so posting how often? 3 to 4 times a day on Facebook. And I know you guys, that are newer probably like, what? Hit the brakes. I don't know if I can do that. That's a lot. But again, remember, like, you are not having to post ads. You're posting about your life. And it could be something as simple as like at the park with your kids. And all it says is, so thankful to have the freedom to be making money from my phone while making memories with my children. Something like that, or whatever it may be. I think the biggest tip I can give new people and people who have been in this for a while, doesn't really matter, is take pictures of everything. Create like, an album full of pictures that you have to choose from. Like, always be we're photographers. That's what you are now. So just take pictures of every little moment, and you don't have to like sit there and make a post right then and there, but have it saved for later. So yeah, 3 to 4 times a day. I would shoot for 1 post about the business and 1 post about the products. And then the other 2 should be nothing about it works. So maybe a quote or something funny, some comedic relief on your page, whatever it may be. I had watched a video when I first started, and it kind of stuck with me. And I'm thinking about trying this out again. And the way that this woman does it is she posts breakfast, lunch, dinner, and bedtime. And it's very strategic because that's when people scroll. So if you think about it, people that are getting up in the morning and they're laying in bed, not wanting to get out of bed, maybe they're scrolling their phone and looking. So maybe then, you do a motivational quote or something positive to like encourage people. That has nothing to do with it works. You're not asking them to join your team, and you're not asking them to buy anything from you. But then maybe at lunchtime, people are scrolling on their phones on their break, and they see a post about you needing product models for something, and that you're going to give them a discount. And they're like, ooh, I want that. Like, I need to lose weight. I need to grow out my hair. And then at dinner time, around dinner time, maybe they're cleaning up, maybe they're finishing up, and they're just chilling and scrolling on their phone. And you make a post of like a funny meme or like a picture of your family at dinner time. Maybe you went out to eat and you posted that, and they see that. And then at bedtime, when people are scrolling, sitting on the couch watching Netflix and scrolling, maybe they see an opportunity post where you're talking about how you used to dread having to set an alarm every morning, and now you have the freedom of your time to sleep in and choose your schedule every day. So you just have to really think about, the strategy of how you're posting and when you're posting. And, the other thing that I was going to mention is pre-planning your posts. This is so huge, especially if you're busy. A lot of us work full-time. We have kids. We have demanding schedules, and it can be overwhelming to like be going through your day and then think, oh my gosh, I didn't post anything today. Oh my gosh. But if you have them pre-saved in your phone, in your notes, it takes 2 seconds. You just copy and paste it. You go to your album full of photos that you've been taking everywhere, like I said, and you pick a picture, and there you go. Your post is done. It doesn't have to be hard, you guys. This business is supposed to be fun. Make it fun. And if you're doing personal development, the words are going to flow when it comes to posting. You're just going to know what to say. Personal development is a whole other video, but just had to throw that out there. So I kind of went over that already. Okay, so let's talk apps. I'm gonna open up my thing here. Hold on. Okay, so apps. Definitely Pick, Tap, Go. I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like. My screen's too bright. Hold on. Okay, that's what it looks like. This is a great one for if you're new, you're not wanting to invest in the whole preset Lightroom situation. Pick, Tap, Go is so good because you can make little recipes for filters of what you like and what you want your pictures to look like. And you can kind of play around with it. But generally speaking, you really want your photos just to be really crisp and clean, and you want it to catch people's eye. You don't want to over edit, because that definitely is a thing, and you don't want to make it look ridiculous and like it's just too much. So again, you want to catch people's eye, but not in a bad way. So Pick Tap Go is great. Another one that I love is Unum, or UN. Let's see if I can get this. Hold on. It's the top middle one. This one is so cool for Instagram. And basically what it does is you can see your page and what it looks like, and you can plan what your next picture is going to be and if it's going to look good or not. This might be a little much if you're brand new and it's just like, what? Why would I need to do that? But sometimes, you know, when people are coming to your Instagram and you are trying to build a relationship, if they come to your page and it isn't pleasing to the eye, it's going to be like, they're just not going to want to follow you anymore, and you're not going to make that connection. So just getting a good flow on your Instagram feed, that's what that app is really, really good for. And then the one next to it, Unfold. Let's see, there we go, Unfold. That one is amazing for making stories on Instagram, or for Instagram and Facebook, I should say. You kind of have to play around with it and see what you like and what you don't. The other one, let's see, where is it? I need to organize my apps, you guys. First world problems. Word Swag, that's it right there. So I don't know if you guys can see it right there. So Word Swag, that one is for putting like words over pictures, or I use it for all like the promotion posts and things like that. And then PixArt is the other one. And I'll put all the names of these in the chat too, but PixArt is for overlaying photos. So when you get your commissions check, you can screenshot that, save it, and like overlay it over a photo of you like pointing at it, or like, you know what I mean? Something like that. And the post can say like, so excited, I got my check, or whatever. And then let's see, I think that was it. And then Pinterest. So for your stories, obviously there's the It Works Pinterest page, but with Pinterest there is a algorithm. And so the more that you're searching It Works Instagram stories and It Works pictures and things like that, when you open up Instagram, you're just naturally going to have It Works posts there and available and ready for you to use. I do strongly encourage making your own, but why, you know, recreate the wheel, or however you say that, if they're all there. I'm going to look at the chat real quick. You still have an alarm. I don't know what you mean. Okay. Does anyone have any other questions? Otherwise, I think, like, posting wise, does anyone like have any specific questions or anything, or thoughts that they want to add that maybe I missed? Because, you know.
The Word app, you said.
Oh, Word Swag.
Word Swag, is that the one that you use to like get like really pretty writing on your pictures?
Yeah, yep.
I was wondering, because your posts are always so awesome with like the pretty writing.
Yeah, I love it. And there's so many, like, I'll just show you. So here's an example from today. But there's so many options.
Oh,
you guys can see that, but
I love that.
like, it keeps going and going and going. I absolutely love this app. There's a really cool app that I want so bad, but it's so expensive I can't justify it. It's $100 a year. Like, you have to pay yearly. It's like, What? I mean, it's probably worth it because the like looks so nice. A lot of top leaders use it. It's called Over. So if anyone wants to drop $100 on an app, there you go. But
So what Ryan does is if you want something and it's kind of expensive, what you do is you think of how much you're going to use it in that year. And so like say you use it once a day, divided by 365, that's, you know, like less than whatever a day. So
yeah, I do that too. That's really funny. Like to justify, you know. But so yeah, that's another app that's really good. Otherwise, yeah, does anyone else have anything else? I'm gonna stop recording now because I think we're good.